Hey, everybody.
Hey, how's it going? Hope everyone is doing wonderful tonight. Hope your weather's better than ours here. It's been raining for what seems like 24 hours now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Could use it, though.
yeah, we do need rain. We're extremely dry here still. So, who all do we got in here?
Let's see. Oh, wow. People started on here early.
Yep.
I
know I saw Tina Ladybug in here earlier. James Kirkpatrick, Sunfish King. I think maybe even a second Sunfish King.
I caught a fish in Canada.
I caught a fish in Canada. That's awesome.
Great outdoors exploring.
That is something I've never done. I've never caught a fish in Canada. So maybe I'll have to start talking to I caught a fish in Canada and see if he can help me. Or she, I guess I don't know for sure. I don't think I'm familiar with that channel. Drinking some apple cider tonight. So who else we got in here?
Sunfish Assassin said, I'm wearing my Living M in Outdoors t-shirt and my Sunfish King pink hat.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. I tell you what, I was in a lot of Sunfish King live streams just hoping to win one of them hats of his. So, but we're going to end up, we'll pull Sunfish King up here on panel here soon. We're going to watch some of his video or videos, depending on how things go. I got a whole list of questions for him. Some are fishing related, channel related. Some of them are just kind of funny and off topic. So, but it's going to be a good time either way. And yeah, so maybe we should go ahead and get him pulled up here. If you want to drop the link on, we'll keep saying hi to people as they're popping in. Have you gone through the chat and found everybody? How many people we got in here?
We have 15 right now.
15 people in here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate you all.
Yeah, I see. Oh, okay. Dixie May.
Hey, Dixie May.
Fish Slayer Freshwater.
Hey, Fish Slayer.
Catfish Kyle.
Catfish Kyle. Now is that a new one too? I don't know if I've seen Catfish Kyle in here before. If I have, I'm sorry. But we appreciate you being here.
Daniel Mitchell.
Hey, Daniel.
Fingerboarding Nation.
Fingerboarding Nation. I know they were in here was it last Thursday?
The week before.
Week before?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hobbs Outdoors.
Hey, Hobbs.
Reef Robber.
Reef Robber. How you doing?
And Rebel.
Hey, Rebel. Been laying the smack down on some crappies over there.
John Euler.
Hey, John Euler.
Daddy
Appreciate
Duck.
you coming in. Hey, Matt.
After 5.
Hey, Cody. Appreciate you all coming in to hang out with us tonight.
Real-time catfishing. Chill Indiana Outdoors.
For the longest time, I thought it was Chill Indian Outdoors. For the longest time.
Lindia Small Water Charters.
Hey, Lindia.
I hope I'm all caught up now. All anti at Jack.
Hey, Anti. Appreciate you coming in.
Now am I all caught up? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. There's 20 people just popped in. So
Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop a link for Sunfish King. We're going to pull him up here. A while back, he had us on his live stream, did an interview of us, helped us grow. So we're going to have him up on our live stream. We'll share out his link. If any of our moderators could do that for us, share out his link tonight. Go ahead and share out other links as well if you'd like. But let's make sure we get Sunfish King's link dropped plenty tonight. I should have looked before we went live on how many subs he had. I know he was over 850. We're going to check here quick.
No problem.
So, yeah, he's getting close.
I saw Mark J. Larson's in here now.
Hey, Mark J. Appreciate you coming in.
860.
860. Awesome.
The KC Fishing.
Hey,
Fish
KC
page.
Fish Page. Awesome. Did you drop the link?
I did a while ago. He's
All
waiting.
right.
He's waiting.
No, he's waiting. All right.
Yep.
Well, let's get him up here and get things started.
All right. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
The one and only Sunfish King. How you doing?
I don't have any volume.
Uh-oh. Can't hear him.
Uh-uh.
Can people hear us?
I hope so.
Can you guys hear us?
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
I updated my computer and it switched the mic and did something weird. I don't know what that was. Can you hear me now, though?
We
Yep.
can hear you loud and clear.
But how you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing well. Ready for the weekend, honestly.
Yeah. Yep. Us too. I hope the weather's going to cooperate. Maybe get out, do some trick-or-treating with the kids.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Do some hunting. I wish we were going to be doing some fishing, but I don't think it's going to happen. So.
Same here. Yeah, it's been cold and rainy and yeah, everything's all muddy and I'm probably not going to be fishing either. I'll do some Halloween stuff myself, hanging out with family and stuff.
Gotcha. So, well, I think before we get into all the questions and stuff, I think we're gonna play a clip of that video, and maybe you can walk us through it a little bit, kind of let us know what's going on, what's happening, and commentate it a little bit. Unless maybe the video does it for us.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it, so we'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we'll get that video pulled up here. We'll share the screen, and we're gonna watch. I think roughly 5 minutes of one of Sunfish King's videos, and yeah.
What's up, Nichols? What's up, everybody in the chat? Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Yeah, appreciate everyone for coming in tonight, hanging out with us.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. That's the one you want, right?
It's a friendly trout competition. Me and one of my friends from college, we were seeing who could catch more rainbows. And we were just using power bait that day.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, we'll get that video started.
Think you wanted it at the 420 mark?
Something like that. It says eternal sadness at the bottom.
Yep.
I just need one of these rods that just near the sign over there. You see the sign a little higher. Yep.
Is this like the best corner?
There we go.
You gotta love the sound of a drag on a reel.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we got
it's
a fish on this one.
1
Hey,
pound line, so I got it set pretty loose so it doesn't snap.
I just lost the fish on that one, I think. I had a fish bite. I had a fish bite in this one too, but I can't get them both. That would have been a double up. That sucks.
Good looking one.
This is here in
That
Missouri,
sucks. I'll make sure he's not still on there.
the local pond.
Nope.
Nope.
That would have been awesome. All right. That would have been a cool double up, but fishy right there. You don't want to keep any of these things, are you?
No.
Thanks. When you don't know what to use, give them a little bit of trusty chartreuse. What? Hey,
Chartreuse
Charlie.
is always a good color for trout.
You caught a nice salad to go with our trout.
I'm catching
It's
fish.
a whole
He's
meal,
over there
bro.
catching the lake.
Weatherby. Yep.
Wow, that one seems bigger there.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
I'm telling you, it's the 1 pound line, man. They can't see. They can't see nothing. Where is this fish?
Line does not cover it.
There he is.
I don't think I've ever fished with.
Oh, he's crossed my line.
So he's got 4 pound. I've got 1
Yeah.
pound, and you can see the difference.
Crossed
in
my
how
line a little bit.
bites I'm getting versus him.
Yeah.
All right. Ah!
Oh,
No, I don't think it is.
yeah,
Those trout are smart.
Oh, I thought you were saying other
Oh,
rods.
no.
That's a pretty one. That's a pretty fish. Look at that good color on it. Yeah, for sure.
3 to 1, smoking him.
Good looking one, Weatherby. 3-1? Bro, that's a beauty. That's an absolute beauty. Fish number 3, Weatherby still on 1. He's got some catching up to do. And here's the release. I didn't realize this was a competition. I thought we were just catching areas. That's what we got for battery. 75%. I'm gonna get some swanches here, man. You know what I'm waiting for? Takedowns. Some good old takedowns. Oh!
It's all on that one rod, isn't it?
Did it come off? I think I lost him.
Man, this makes me want to get out fishing.
No, I got him.
Me too. They're about to stock a lot more trout around me as it gets colder.
Oh, look at that jump, dude. That was sick.
Uh-oh.
Fish number 4, Weatherby. Come on. 4 to 1. Oh, that's a pretty one. He's a dink, but he's good looking fish.
Good looking fish.
Turn the volume.
Do you have my pliers?
Yeah.
You're cheating. This is cheating.
Swims away.
So you gotta do big things, even though he's a tiny fish. And then also, have you noticed all the fish have been deformed out here?
Yeah.
Their heads are way the hell too close to their tails.
They're smart.
Shrimps! Absolute
Yeah.
shrimps.
That's awesome.
I got a double. Oh, I think that's my line.
Are you really? Let me see. Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
No, I got to.
What are you doing?
I know.
He's a mess.
Go under your line! What are you-
Tangled.
Oh, how? How have you done this?
I don't know.
How have you done this? It's a nice fish, too.
I know.
No, you don't reel it up more, so you go in the eye.
I know I'm not going to. I'm just going to.
It's on
He's
this
having all
line.
types of issues.
Yes, it is. It has
I
to be.
think
Look.
everybody
The other one's
has
out.
one
Look,
buddy,
it's on this
no
one.
matter
No,
what
it's on this
equipment
line.
you let them use,
How?
they always
Look,
seem to
It's
tangle.
on this line.
Yep, that's
That
that
line
guy
is
right
out.
there.
Yes, it is. That line is out. It's on this line. You have to untangle it somehow. I'll just hold it here.
We're arguing because we don't know
Yeah.
which
Oh, I'm
rod
gonna
we
bite.
caught it on.
I got him. You need my help or you got it? Did you get unhooked? Well, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea which rod you even got that fish on. Really? Let me net him for you.
So I'm fighting the fish and I'm netting his fish for him at the same time.
Let me net him for you.
That's a true friendly competition.
I'm just going to unhook him and then I'll get it sorted out.
It's hooked to his mouth, so you can let him go pretty easily. So Weatherby, that's his fish. I'm gonna try to bring mine in.
There we go.
Nice fish. And mine's still out there. Oh, fighting. Oh yeah, I'm on my net now. I gave you my dang net. Oh, I almost lost him. You got that netter. Oh, I got a fish. Might be my biggest one of the day. I haven't been catching many big ones today.
And it's
Man,
still
that's
a
some
shrimp.
fast action.
Yeah, that pond was
2 trout Weatherby, 5 trout Sunfish King. I'm still pulling for Weatherby on the comeback. He's gonna triple up out here or something. Oh, dang it! There we go.
I was slacking.
Oh, I wanted him to jump. He thought about it too. He's just skating on top of the water. You're gonna need to come up between the 2 lines.
Is there a certain point you want
over
us
here.
to
That's
watch
fine,
to,
too.
or you want us to
No,
finish
Where's
it
my
out,
net?
or-
this is fine. We've watched plenty, I think.
Oh, okay. All right.
6-2, Weatherby.
It just keeps going the same way.
Peeling
I
away
basically
from you.
just wipe
Oh,
it
he's
forward.
barely hooked too. I was being way too.
So yeah, you can see how that one went. I think he ended up getting 2 or 3. I ended up getting 9 or so in that one. So it was pretty good action that day.
Yeah. Yeah. So now your channel is Sunfish King, but
Right.
I always see you fishing for trout.
I know. I've been called on Fishbrain. I've been called Trout King, Carp King, probably some other stuff as well. Because I seem to like get stuck on one species of fish and just go for them for a while. There was a while where I was just like snagging for Asian carp for like every day, and then I get on these trout kicks when the trout are stocked because it's winter and I don't really have as good of action with the sunfish. But I catch plenty of sunfish as well. I don't know. I should probably upload some more of that stuff. Sometimes if I'm just catching little dink sunfish, I'm like, I won't make a good video or I'm not recording. But I guess if my name is Sunfish King, that's a good point. Should put some more dink fish videos on the channel. I've got some recorded. I'll edit some, get some up there sooner or later.
Gotcha. So I guess we'll kind of get into the interview part of this. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, how you got started, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good. So I am in Missouri. That's where I live. I did, during most of my content on my channel, I live near Kansas City, Missouri, but I recently moved to Springfield, Missouri, because I'm going to college, going to grad school here at Missouri State, which is in Springfield. I've actually been fishing just under 2 years, so I'm fairly new to it. I started fishing December of 2019, so December will be my 2-year mark. So I'm still like, I'm not new, but I'm still fairly new to it. And really how I started my YouTube channel was I saw someone on Fishbrain and posted a like top 100 catches video. It's like their top 100 catches of the year or something like that. And so I wanted to make one of those videos, and then it was too long to post on Fishbrain or anything like that. So I literally made the YouTube channel just so I could post that video, and I kind of liked it. And people had already been saying on Fishbrain, "Yo, you should record some of your stuff. You know, you post a lot of fish on here. I'd like to see some video of it." Started out with just picture videos at that point because I didn't have my GoPro yet, but I had a million pictures from just taking pictures as I fished, and eventually saved up, got some GoPros, and started uploading videos. And then once I joined a couple people's live streams just in the chat, I was like, this is cool. Everyone's checking each other out. You know, people were supporting each other. Just an awesome community. So I got really into the live stream thing as well after that. And yeah, I love the community. And I've been pretty busy lately, so I haven't been uploading as much lately, but I'm trying to slowly work back into it. Just between, you know, being busy with college and work and everything. But love fishing. I'm in grad school for wildlife biology, ecology, that type of stuff, and just basically love the outdoors and try to get out as much as I can.
Yeah, that's awesome. So with studying wildlife biology and stuff like that, what would your dream job eventually be?
Well, I've had a couple different ideas, and the more I've been in school, the more I'm like, I don't know. Because originally I wanted to go and get a PhD and lead my own research and everything. And now I'm like, that's 5 or 6 more years on top of, I've already been in school for, let's see, almost a decade now since I graduated in high school. So it took me forever to get through undergrad because I went for like 3 or 4 different majors before I decided on wildlife biology, which is my true passion. And so now, like, honestly, without giving like a specific answer, whatever I can do to be working outside in the woods, having fun. But more specifically, I've been doing a lot of research with trail cameras and like, surveying certain sites, managed sites, unmanaged sites. And I've got one research project that's from undergrad that's in the process of being published. And another one I did, I don't know if I'll ever end up publishing that in a journal or anything. But I'm doing some more research now, and that also works with mostly mammals, but with trail cameras, that's kind of what I specialize in. So if I can go out in the woods, put up cameras, look through pictures, videos of animals, and get paid for it, that's the dream right there. That'd be awesome.
Gotcha. Yeah, that would be really cool. So what trail cameras do you typically use?
Well, in undergrad, I was using like the cheap $150 whatever Cabela's ones. They're pretty cheap. But now in grad school, they're more particular. They're like, okay, for people to take your stuff seriously, you need to use like methods that are standard and that other people are using and stuff like that. So we're using $700 trail cameras, and I'm not sure the brand. I know we used to use Bushnell's and whatever the Cabela's ones were, and they're fairly cheap. But these ones are about $700, and I don't know the exact brand, even though I was just out in the woods checking them not too long ago, because I personally didn't have to buy them. They're provided by the department. So I can't give you a straight answer on that, unfortunately, but I know they're fairly nice cameras, and we don't use the cellular camera, so I actually have to go out there and check them regularly.
Yep. Does anyone in the chat have any questions for Sunfish King about wildlife biology or anything along those lines? If so,
we got a lot of awesome people in the chat right now. What's up, everybody?
Yeah. Maybe we should say hello to the people who came in here.
Well, there's a lot. So
there's 27 I see right now. Hit that like button if you haven't, guys.
28. Ron Wheeland.
Hey, Ron.
Smallwater Charters.
Smallwater Charters.
Hey, Smallwater, what's up?
Hey, Hoyam. Man, they had a good duck hunt. I don't know when it was, but they posted a video.
Let's see. I saw both of Al Blade's channels in here.
Hey, Al Blades.
Illinois Fishing. IL Fishing, right?
Huh? Yep.
I think it's just IL Fishing. So I was calling him Illinois Fishing forever, and he said no, it's IL Fishing. I think.
Okay.
His initials are IL, but then he ends up being from Illinois, I believe, too. So I'm like,
gotcha.
I don't feel as bad for calling him Illinois Fishing.
Right.
In Coastal Fever, appreciate you coming in.
Oh yeah, thanks, Chill Indiana. By the way, I saw that you hook set my channel. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I guess I haven't been paying attention, but if any of our moderators want to drop links, especially Sunfish Kings, go ahead and drop that.
Yep.
And if you
Sunfish Assassin's been doing a good job at that.
Awesome, appreciate that, Sunfish Assassin.
Boxy Outdoors is in here.
Hey, Boxy, appreciate you coming in.
Trapping with Jinx, Hobbs Outdoors.
Jinx had an awesome trapping video. I think he posted today. So, let's see.
I'll have to check out some of these channels myself. I know I'm subscribed to most of these channels, but some of them, like I don't think I'm hooked set to Trapping with Jinx, a couple other people in here. So I'll try to pick you guys up and check your channels out.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess we'll get into more of the fishing side of things. If you could go on a bucket list fishing trip, where would you go?
I'd say my first choice would probably be like a guided saltwater fishing trip, because I've never fished salt, and there's just so many species out there. I love catching new species. I feel like the entire time everything would be a new species for me, so I feel like that would just be a ton of fun. But then I've only ice fished twice in my life, and that's because Missouri usually doesn't get cold enough to have safe ice to go out on.
Yeah.
Besides maybe a farm pond or something like that. And so that might be a lot of fun. But then I'm really into creek fishing. So like getting away from the guided side of things, like, I don't know, somewhere maybe South America or something, just going through some creeks and catching some awesome fish that like you don't see around here. Just kind of camping out, maybe kayaking a little bit, stuff like that. As you can tell, I don't have like a one main thing, because I just love fishing no matter what it's for. But maybe salt, if I were to have to pick one.
Yeah. And if you like fishing like rivers and streams, you definitely got to get to Alaska sometime.
My audio cut out for a second or something. Sorry. What did you say?
I said if you like fishing streams and rivers, you definitely got to get up to Alaska.
Okay, yeah, that'd be awesome. I love catching trout too. I'm sure they got some trout up there. Probably some good salmon, I would guess.
Yep, lots of salmon. They do have trout, grayling, all kinds of cool stuff up there. Yeah. So if you had to choose one bucket list fish to catch, what would you choose?
Oh wow. So just from like looks, I would love to catch a peacock bass because they're beautiful. Like those are really good looking fish, and I've heard that they fight like a freight train when you hook onto them. I've heard people say like, you think smallmouth bass fight pound for pound? No, peacock bass fight even harder, which that would be awesome. But then also, I've never caught a northern pike or a muskie, and that's another big one for me. Yeah, I never have. We don't have pike around here. We've got a couple lakes in Missouri that are stocked for muskie, and that's like something I need to try to go for pretty soon, especially because it's cold now. I feel like if I was out fishing these lakes that have bass and muskie in them, my chances are a little higher right now when it's cold, when the muskie are feeding more often than the bass are, because the bass are getting a little lethargic and everything. Muskie like the cold a little more than bass do. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And then giant saltwater fish also. You can't forget about them. Like a Goliath grouper or something, where you see the people strapped to the boat with these massive reels this big. That'd be insane.
Yeah, I would love to try and catch a Goliath grouper sometime.
For sure.
You have any questions in the chat?
No
Let's
questions.
see.
But I miss having small water in here because he's funny.
Smallwater is talking about 12-piece extra crispy.
Would be
You're talking about KFC right now?
would be a great topic to hook about now.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding.
Anti-ad Jack says Northern Pike's a great ride, very angry, intelligent dinosaur.
Yeah. If you ever want to get out ice fishing, you can come on up and we can catch some pike through the ice.
Oh, I'd be all over it. You guys have some awesome pike videos.
You can catch pike anywhere here.
Yeah. Yep. And some big ones.
They'll break your heart and take all your lures.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So here, I'll let you ask a few questions.
I mean, just keep going. I don't know which ones you've already asked.
So what's your next fishing trip you got planned? You got any coming up?
What I'm excited for is that trout content that I've been putting out on my channel. That video is a little older, but I put a couple short ones, kind of like some Lost Chronicles when I was looking through my files lately. I'm looking because those were back from last season, because they stock trout in the winter, and then in a lot of places it's fairly shallow and the trout don't do too well, like over summering to making it to the next winter. A lot of times they just die or they get real skinny and stuff like that. So there hasn't really been much trout fishing to speak of, other than a couple of our like stock trout rivers that are like constantly cold because they're fed from springs or like really deep bottoms of lakes from like under a dam or something like that. So they're always cold and they're always good habitat for trout. So we're about to get back into stock trout season. So I'm excited for that. They stock a couple big ones, but mostly just those little fingerlings you guys were seeing, little French fries.
Gotcha.
So that's fun. A lot of action. I think my best day was over 70 stock trout at a river, which was insane. So I'd love to get on some of that crazy trout action. And then if I wasn't so broke, I'd be trying to plan a guided ice fishing trip sometime this winter, but I don't know if my wallet can support that. Like I'm going to Colorado to snowboard, and I went last September for my birthday. I did a guided lake trout and pike fishing trip. I didn't catch any pike. I had some good follows, but I caught a lot of Lakers, and that was awesome. I don't think I had my GoPro on me that day, which is depressing. But
yeah,
if I can get with that guy again, and if I can afford it, I'd love to do an ice fishing guided trip with him, which would also be for mostly Lakers, but there's also pike out there too.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Yeah, if I can afford that, I'll definitely try to do it. But I'm a little broke right now, being a college student.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Al says they're gonna get a cold front in Florida. It's gonna be 75.
75. That's not a cold.
That sounds horrible.
Not a cold
75.
It hasn't been above 75 in like 2 or 3 weeks here.
The high here was like 50 today.
Yeah, I mean, Rachel has frostbite on her finger from turkey hunting the other day.
Oh wow.
So
yeah, it's been raining here too. I heard you say that it's been raining. It's probably been raining for over 24 hours, pretty much straight here. We might have had a couple little 30-minute breaks in it, but it's pouring out there. And I went to get in my truck after I got off work today, and it's leaking through the roof. I don't know if I got a leak in my sunroof or what it is. I was like, well, that sucks. So it's just been steady leaking for the last day and a half, and so that's no fun.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah. So if next question, if you had to choose to fish with one style of rod for the rest of your life, would you go a spinning combo or a bait casting combo?
That's a tough one. Probably spinning combo, because I like finesse fishing and I'm more comfortable just from experience with spinning combos, but I would be sacrificing like accuracy of casts and stuff like that. But I'd probably have to pick spinning.
Yeah.
Just because that's what I've used for most of my fishing. It wasn't until I guess last year, so about halfway through my fishing career. Last Christmas, I got my first Baitcasters, the Lew's American Hero, and that's like a $80, $90 combo, so fairly cheap, but still a decent one. And I love it, and I taught myself pretty quick not to horribly bird's nest the thing, and I love using them. But I've still yet to get down like the flipping and the precision casting and everything. So probably have to pick spinning combo.
Yep, I'd be right there with you. I can operate a Baitcaster for the most part, but definitely not a pro.
Yeah, same.
So, now, if you had to choose to fish with one for the rest of your life, would you go with artificial baits or live bait?
Oh, wow. Wow. That's a tough one.
Everybody in the chat, you feel free to answer in on these too.
Yeah, I want to hear what everyone else's answers are. I know worms can catch anything. That's always been my philosophy. I've probably half of the fishing I've done in my life has been with worms. But a few months ago, I got really into crappie jigs and last year around September when I went to Colorado, fish for trout, like brown trout out in the creeks. I got really into the inline spinners. And so that's a really tough call right there. Maybe because I like to catch as many fish as possible, as many different species as possible. And with live bait, you can catch catfish and you can catch things that don't normally go for artificial lures, but then you can also catch all the panfish and the bass and everything like that with the live bait. If you're just throwing artificial bait, I think it limits how many species you can catch, because you're not that you can't catch a big catfish on artificial bait, but it's a lot less likely than using live bait.
Yeah.
So just for versatility, I guess I'd go with live bait, although it's more fun and more interactive to be out there actually mimicking like a bait fish or something with a jig. That's always fun.
Yep. I love the challenge
Tough
of
questions,
artificial
man.
baits. Yeah. I love the challenge of artificial baits, but when it comes right down to it, I think I'd have to go with live bait.
Yeah, but some lakes around here aren't open to live bait certain times of year.
There is some lakes that do close fishing to live bait around here. So
I don't know if we have that in Missouri. Not that I know of. That's crazy.
Yeah. So now a question kind of off topic. If you could dress up as anything you wanted for Halloween, what would you dress up as?
Wasn't on the list.
I know it wasn't on the list.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I wasn't prepared. Shoot, man, probably Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
Kind of weird, but I'd probably dress as Spider-Man.
That would be cool.
Spider-Man's pretty dope.
The kids would love it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Hal says Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. That would be.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be
I feel like Buzz Lightyear is really underrated.
Small Water says I'd dress as Al Blades.
Yeah.
Al Blades, or Al Blades with the wig.
Yeah, the real grass master. Yeah.
It's good to see. Let's drive back in here, Captain.
Really? Haven't seen him in a while. Appreciate you coming back in.
Cecilia.
Hey, Cecilia.
Yeah, 32 awesome people in the chat. That's awesome.
Yeah. Everybody
hit that like button for our host if you haven't. Show him some love.
Says, let's go,
Yeah.
Casey Fishpage said Jeremy Wade. That'd be pretty cool.
And Hobbs is going to dress up as Let's Go Brandon.
Just putting it in the chat, Brandon.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, that's tough. Let's drive. ICU for 4 days, man. Hopefully you're doing better.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was, I think that was a while back. Yeah.
He says he's been watching though.
Awesome. Yeah, we're glad to see you back on here. So, in Sunfish King, if you think these questions are hard, wait until we get into the food questions.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an indecisive person, if you can't tell. This is rough.
Yeah. So, if you could buy any boat you wanted, what does your dream boat look like?
Oh, man. That's really tough because as much as I love fishing, I also am a big wakeboarder. So if I had to buy a dream boat, it'd be really hard not to buy one that I could have a tower on there for wakeboarding and tubing, skiing, stuff like that. But then with that, you get a deeper hole, and you can't go into like the areas with a bunch of trees and stuff like you can with a bass boat.
Yeah.
So that's a tough question. I think I would have to just settle for like a 21 or so foot boat that you could put a wakeboard tower on.
Okay.
But you can still fish from it. It's just going to limit your accessibility to certain parts.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
But because I love wakeboarding so much, that'd be a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need anything fancy. I just want something reliable.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I love doing the water sports, but I tell you what, getting up there in age a little bit, and it is hard on the body.
Oh, my dad, so he's a water skier, and I was pulling the boat last summer, and he landed wrong just on water, which water is a lot harder than a lot of people think if you hit it when you're going at a speed. He ripped his like hamstring from the bone in 3 different places, and they had to re-put together all his muscle. And they're like, if you injure that again, we can't fix it. Like it will be destroyed. And he's in his 50s and he's still crazy and does all that stuff. But yeah, it's really rough. And so now for a while he was trying something else. He was trying like this inline kind of ski thing that he thought would be less harmful, and I think now he's back to water skiing, but he's just a lot more careful. But I'm still scared every time we go up there, and he snow skis too, so I'm just like, man, you
wow.
Careful, yeah. He doesn't realize how old he is. He thinks he's still 20.
Yep. A few years back I was tubing, and I let a guy pull me who I probably shouldn't have let tow me behind a tube, but he threw me off, and we were probably doing 60 miles an hour, and my back has never been the same since.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, and like you said, water is a lot harder than people think.
Mm-hmm.
It's unforgiving. Yeah, I've heard stories of people breaking their legs and stuff in wakeboarding competitions just from hitting the water. Someone's like, surely they had to hit like, a solid object. It's like, no, when you're going fast enough, water is a solid object. Yep. Basically, it's dangerous. You got to be careful doing all that stuff.
Yeah. So
and then hard water, snowboarding, that's rough too. I gave myself concussions on at least 1 or 2 occasions snowboarding, even with the helmet. Through a helmet, got a concussion.
Gotcha. So have you ever been hunting before?
Nope.
Never been hunting.
I've told myself, I was raised, I know this is probably not the experience that 90 to 100% of the people in the chat have had, but my dad is a vegetarian, so he has no interest in hunting. And so I wasn't raised in a family that hunts or anything like that. And it wasn't until a few years ago that I got super in. I've always liked the outdoors and everything, but the whole fishing and hunting thing, that was all on my own. Like my dad didn't take me fishing when I was a kid or anything like that. He's a great dad. I'm not saying that to say anything bad about him. That just wasn't his thing. It wasn't his experience.
Yep.
So it wasn't my experience as a child. So I've taught myself to fish, and I wanted to teach myself to hunt right when it started, but I just kept putting it off. And so I shoot. I shoot at targets and stuff like that, especially my sister's property. She's got several acres where we can go out and set up targets and everything. But I haven't gotten legal and done all the paperwork as far as I'm sure the hunter safety course and the things you have to do for that. And then they'd just be teaching myself because, I've got a couple friends who do hunt, but since I moved here to Springfield, I'd have to make some more connections. So I'd like someone to take me out who knows what they're doing and who's real safe and can, show me the ropes and how to hunt and how to do everything as safe as possible and as smart as possible. I feel like teaching yourself to hunt on your own can be kind of a challenge, but I did it with fishing. So it's still on the list, but there's just no one in my family, and I don't have a whole lot of friends who do hunt. So it's just something that keeps getting pushed back.
Gotcha.
But I'd love to. I love the idea of being able to harvest fresh meat for yourself, and it sounds like something that'd be challenging but also rewarding, and I love being outside. So I'm definitely with it. I just haven't personally hunted.
Gotcha. All right, you laughed at something in the chat. What did you see?
Hobbs said it. I thought at first he said I shoot at my sister.
Sometimes I feel like it. No, I'm just joking.
Oh man. Oh man. So if you could choose, what would be the first thing you'd attempt to hunt? Waterfowl, deer, turkey, squirrels?
Yeah. So the first thing I would hunt just to get a taste for would probably be small game. So squirrels, rabbits. We've got, it's probably like this in a lot of states. I'm not sure what all the regulations are, but we've got a fairly lenient bag limit in Missouri. It's like, I don't know, 10 or 15 a day that you can take with squirrels. And so I feel like that's, a decent amount of squirrel to have a nice breakfast and have a little left over. I know squirrel and rabbit both taste good. So that'd be fun. And it's something, more low caliber and just like something to get into it. And you're probably more likely to shoot something than you are going deer hunting for your first time. I know a lot of seasoned deer hunters will not have a whole lot of luck when they go hunting.
Yeah.
So probably start out with that and then probably deer hunting, maybe turkey hunting. Waterfowl sounds awesome, but everyone tells me it's like the most expensive, like with all the gear and everything like that. It's just like, it's worse than fishing. Like it's just a money pit.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot of money right now, so I don't want to get addicted to something that's incredibly expensive.
Yep. But couple weeks back, I made some rabbit stew. Man, that was good. So if you get a chance to shoot some rabbits, highly recommend it.
Some turkeys, Rachel.
Yeah. Rachel went on a turkey hunt about a week ago now, right?
Oh yeah, about a week ago.
And that was a cool experience. We didn't kill anything, but it was still really fun.
We got a question in the chat. Do you like burritos, King? Yes, I like burritos. Who doesn't?
Yeah, everybody likes burritos. Yeah. So, let's see.
Rebel said I won't like cleaning squirrels. I've cleaned like a couple hundred fish at a time before because me and my friends will all go take limits of crappie and then they don't want to clean them and they just dump the crappie on me and then they come back and want me to cook them for them. So I think I've probably cleaned, I don't know, at least over 100 fish before in one day. So if I can do that, I feel like I can clean some squirrels.
Yeah. Yeah, squirrel. It's not that bad cleaning a squirrel. You don't get a ton of meat off of them. But yeah, I mean, there's some different ways of doing it that's quick and easy.
Al said it out.
See you later, Al.
Big Daddy said pheasant chili was good.
Yeah, pheasant chili was good. Yeah.
Later, Al.
Let's see. Look through my list of questions here.
I think you hit most of them.
Now
you're getting into the food stuff.
Getting into the food, yeah. Ooh.
Now you're gonna make me hungry for a late night snack here.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here, ask this one.
Go ahead and ask it.
So, what's your favorite fish to eat?
So crappie or shell cracker, which is like red ear sunfish, probably crappie, but it's really hard to beat salmon. So before I fished and caught my own fish, salmon was my favorite. But I don't know if I would be able to put crappie above salmon. And then recently, I caught my first walleye, and that was delicious. I fried some up, and I grilled some. Me and my girlfriend both caught one good keeper and several smaller ones. And so I fried one and grilled one, and they were delicious. So I'd probably say salmon, crappie, walleye in that order.
Okay. So what's your favorite way to eat them? Fried, baked, or grilled?
It's going to depend on the fish. So salmon, I'm weird. I like sushi, so I like raw fish. But then like cold smoked is really good too. And if it's not flash frozen to where it's like sushi grade to where you can eat it without cooking it, then I'd definitely grill it up.
Gotcha.
As far as crappie, grilled is great, but I think it's really hard to beat some fried crappie.
Oh yeah.
And then the walleye was about the same both ways. Trout, kind of like salmon, I prefer it grilled, even though you can still make some mean fried trout that's still really good.
Yep. Yep.
And then
And
panfish, I can go either way.
gotcha.
Like sunfish, bluegills, I can go either way with those, fried or grilled.
Yeah, we really like our trout smoked. I
Oh
love
yeah, smoked is
trout.
always good. Smoked salmon is really good too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get fancy too. I got a short video I put out where I made trout almondine. So I kind of browned it with just the tiniest bit of flour on it and butter, and then I put like almonds and fresh basil and stuff like that. I made a short video and it got like 13,000 views and got me 46. I got 46 new subscribers overnight. I woke up the next day and I was like, "What happened?" I didn't even think that video was gonna blow up or anything like that, but it did. But yeah, every once in a while I'll get fancy and try to do something different. Like, you know, I've put fish on pizza. I make stir fry with fish, and that's always really good.
Nice.
I'm with America Outdoors Pickled.
Pickled fish, America Outdoors. Yeah.
I've never had pickled fish.
Yeah, we made what did we make? 2 gallons of pickled fish.
Three.
3 gallons of pickled fish a couple weeks ago.
Well, if he likes raw fish, I mean.
Yeah, you'd probably like pickled fish.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Always an adventure said crappies through the ice are better. Yeah, I think any fish tastes better out of cold water.
For sure.
Because
cold water fish are always better.
Yeah, they're not going to bleed into the meat as much because everything's moving slower in their body, so it's going to be cleaner meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Brown sugar.
You guys are making me hungry. Let's Drive is not with the pickled fish. They put a puking emoji.
I just saw that.
I don't eat the pickled fish either. I think it's nasty.
It's so good.
I'd try it. I'll eat any fish, honestly, so I'd try it.
It's really good.
Yeah, you got to try things at least once, but I've tried it, not for me.
Yeah, but you don't like pickles either. So
no, I don't like pickles.
You don't like anything pickled.
Nope. So, yeah. So more food related questions. Boneless wings or traditional wings?
Oh, traditional. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll eat boneless wings, but I like my chicken on the bone for sure.
Yeah.
I kind of look like an animal when I'm eating it. I make a mess. I get every bit of meat I can off the bone. And I'm like, I need not a napkin. I need a roll of napkins right now. But I definitely like it off the bone.
What's your favorite wing sauce?
Oh, that's a tough one. So if I'm just gonna go to a wing place, I usually get an order of buffalo, like spicy, and then an order of honey barbecue because I like them both. But I've made wings myself, just buying like frozen chicken wings, and I've done them a few ways where I'll put like whatever barbecue sauce I want, but also put some hot sauce on there, so it's like a spicy barbecue, and that's really good. And then sometimes I do a dry rub where it's just like spices and herbs on there, and there's no sauce, and I'll bake them that way, so they get real crispy, and they still have flavor without making a giant mess. But yeah, probably buffalo or honey barbecue if I had to pick.
Yeah,
for sure.
Buffalo is by far my favorite.
Do you like hot buffalo or like a medium?
I like it hot.
Okay.
I like it hot. Yeah.
Yeah. When people get like a mild buffalo, I'm like, what's the point? You're getting hot wings, but you're not getting them hot. It's like, just get some barbecue. Quit lying to yourself.
Yeah. So what was in the chat there?
Oh, Always an Adventure said neighbor used to pickle Northern, but she got more pickled on the port wine.
Yeah. When I was pickling the pike up here, Rachel tried the wine, but
it's awful.
But yeah, that pickling and cooking wine, that's not meant to be drank.
Yo, Hobbs tells me to do the 1 chip challenge. Hobbs, if you send me that 1 chip, I will do it. But I don't know where to get that thing.
Oh my goodness!
You send me a hot chip, I'll eat it.
You can't even put it. As soon as it touches your tongue, it's over.
Oh yeah.
I want to see it too. I want to see it. Hobbs, send him a chip.
Send me a chip.
I would love to see that.
You guys just send me some hot stuff and I'll eat it. I don't care what it is. Send me some hot sauce. Send me
I've been
something.
seeing like a hot gummy bear challenge too. That
Hot
seems
gummy
pretty
bear.
cool too.
Interesting.
Wild
Yeah, I'd do it for sure. I know Angling Spiders did like kind of like the Hot Ones challenge, but they were using fish instead of like wings. So they just progressively went hotter and hotter and hotter with their sauces, and they were doing Q&A at the same time. So they're trying to keep their composure enough to answer questions that subscribers and fans had sent to them while their mouths were on fire and they were crying because of how hot the hot sauce was. And they got up to where the Scoville units were like in the millions or whatever, which is like, I don't know, 100,000 times hotter than like Tabasco or something. I'm just like, wow. At some point, I don't imagine it would keep getting hotter. Your tongue would just get numb. You probably wouldn't taste anything after a while. I'd be down to try that. I'd cry on a YouTube video for the viewers.
Probably couldn't taste anything for a few days after.
Probably burn off all your taste buds.
Yeah. So, what was it that we discussed when we were on your live stream? Was that pizza roll versus bagel bites?
Yes, that's something I brought up in several videos and or I guess several live streams and interviews. I normally ask that question to people at the end of interviews: are you a pizza rolls person? Or are you a bagel bites person? And the Sunfish Squad, which like is my fan base, my family, my subscribers, everything, they are like hardcore pizza roll people. There's a couple people out there, unpopular opinion, but they're adamant about it that bagel bites are better. But like, I'd say over 90% of people I've asked has said pizza rolls, and I agree with that. I think pizza rolls are definitely better than bagel bites. For me, it's not a question.
Yeah,
but I'm curious. Everyone in the chat, is there any bagel bites people out there?
Looks like there's a few.
Yeah.
Oh, Casey Fish Page, he was a bagel bites guy.
And
Hobbs.
Wow.
Oh, they don't know what they're talking about.
They probably microwave their pizza rolls. They're probably those people.
Oh, the side people.
Yeah, you should.
Firebird doesn't even know what bagel bites are. That's hilarious.
So I saw you have a community tab now.
Yes.
At what point were you able to get that?
So it used to be 1,000 hook sets, 1,000 subscribers, and so I was just waiting to get that. And then when I hit 800 or so, the YouTube switched it to 500. So now when you get 500, you can get a community tab.
Okay.
So anyone who has 500 subscribers or more can use the community tab.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they're trying to make it more like a social media platform or what they're trying to do, but I don't know what their goal behind it was, but now it's 500.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you should do a poll on your community tab, pizza rolls versus bagel bites.
All right. I got a couple things I wanted to share, like my last video, and I need to share some more information on my giveaway because I got a giveaway that I'm going to be picking winners next week. That was the 850 subscriber giveaway. I'm at like 860 couple right now. So I'm going to promote those things, but I won't forget that. Pizza rolls versus bagel bites. I'll put that on the community tab for sure.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about your merch store too.
Yeah, if I can get YouTube up here, I can actually share the link because I'm looking at this through StreamYard right now.
Yo.
Oh my goodness, I'm stupid. I'm on YouTube and I just searched YouTube. Oof.
Yeah. So
what,
do you use Teespring for your merch store?
Teespring, yeah. So I'll share the link in the chat actually. And maybe you can click the link and bring it up on here and share it if you want. Just show some items. You don't have to though. But if anyone wants to click it, I put it in the chat. And the link should work since I have a wrench. But yeah, I've got shirts. My hats aren't on there because Teespring doesn't do hats, which is lame. But shirts, stickers, fanny packs, mugs. I was in a live stream earlier and someone's like, I'm drinking out of a Sunfish King mug right now. I was like, that's awesome.
Nice.
All types of items. And I plan on uploading some new some new designs on there as well. I've got a couple different designs. I try to set things as low price as possible. So I've got like, custom Sunfish King t-shirts that are like $16, and I've got one that's like $14.99. So they're not super expensive, and I get some money back to the channel for giveaways and when I do tournaments and do prizes and stuff like that. So
yeah, for sure.
Yep. I shared the link on there. So if anybody wants to check that out, check that out. Appreciate you mentioning that for sure.
Yeah. And then
someone said, I like your design, Sunfish. Are you talking about the shirt? Or are you talking about the hat?
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your giveaway you got going on.
So should have worn a Bad Bass Apparel shirt instead. I can share that link too as well. So one of my sponsors, my like merch sponsor, is Bad Bass Apparel. They have an Instagram and a Facebook and stuff if you want to check them out. But I'll share the link for that as well. And they make shirts, stickers, hoodies, stuff like that. And it's got bass on it with like sunglasses on. It says like Bad Bass Apparel. I've got a hat that says Certified Bad Bass on it. And so for hitting 850 subscribers, I am actually giving away 2 $60 shopping sprees to that Teespring store, and to their Teespring store, and I just shared the link for their shop as well. And so I have a video up on my channel. I guess I got all these links ready. Giveaway link. I got that link as well. It was supposed to end when I hit 850, but I think I'm gonna pick the winner sometime during the week next week. So you guys will have until sometime early next week, anyone who wants to enter. So that giveaway link, I just shared that in the chat as well. And so just watch that video and it tells you how to enter that. And then if you watch all the way to the end, there's a couple ways to earn extra entries. I've given away a few extra entries in live streams. But yeah, I'm going to pick 2 winners, and they're each going to get a $60 shopping spree to Bad Bass Apparel store. So they'll basically go in the store and they'll tell me what they want, whatever size, whatever color, whatever items, up to $60. And then I'll order it for them and have it sent straight to their house, whatever address they provide. So there'll be 2 winners for that. And then when I hit 1,000, I'll be giving away some of my own merchandise. And I'll try to have several winners for that. I'm trying to give back as much as I can.
Very cool. And I think I entered that giveaway, but I can't remember because I think you posted that like several months ago, didn't you?
I posted it a while ago. So I posted it at 600 and something subscribers, and I said when I get to 750, I'm doing this giveaway, and then I decided to extend it to 850. And I don't know if that was because I was poor, because I didn't have enough people who had entered that I wanted, or I don't know what that was, but for the most part, when I schedule a giveaway, I'm not going to change it. But for that one, I extended it to 850, and I hit 850 a few days ago. So I'll tally them all up and everything like that. I'm not sure if you've entered yet. I kind of go through and look at the comments and stuff and tally it up like right before, so I'm not constantly going through. Because I know if I were to write that all down on a piece of paper, that was back before I moved. I probably would have lost that in the move, and I'd have to go back and do it anyway. But I'll definitely get everybody entered in that and do a fair drawing. And there'll be 2 winners. So good luck,
have
everybody
you
if you haven't entered, there's still a chance.
Have you seen the StreamYard giveaway tool?
No, but I've been in some live streams and I think people are using it. People like type a certain code word or something like that and it enters them and you draw it in the live stream, or is that something else? I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, you type in a hashtag and then everybody in the chat copies it exactly how you do it, and then StreamYard picks the winner for you. It's really slick.
Now, do you have to have StreamYard like paid?
Nope.
Or can you do it if you just have like a free StreamYard?
Yeah, just with the free StreamYard. Yep. So it's really handy. It's
Oh.
made our giveaways a lot.
I was gonna give away a shirt in my last live stream if I got to 75 likes, and I never got to the 75 likes, so I didn't give a shirt away. But I do giveaways in my live streams from time to time. So thanks for letting me know. I'll definitely use that next time I do one.
Yeah, it's really easy to use. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Not that I know of. Just obviously I've been busy lately, but I'm going to keep trying to be consistent with putting out fishing content and live streams and stuff like that, which will include unboxings, probably more giveaways. Probably more giveaways, more interviews at some point. I'd love to do another Sunfish King trivia because those are a lot of fun. It just takes some preparation work. So just bear with me, guys, and I'll keep putting out stuff. And then also kind of getting excited because I'm getting closer and closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I'm getting closer and closer to those 4,000 watch hours as well. So I'm just having fun and enjoying the ride, just watching those numbers go up. And it'd be awesome to get that super chat going and everything like that and getting the monetized, but it is what it is. I'm doing it for fun. I'm not doing it for money or anything, but that would help me do more giveaways, obviously. You know, I could have a fund where if anyone donated through super chats, I could put that money aside for more like merch giveaways and stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah, and when we were getting in the upper 800s, I was just like, oh, okay, we're getting closer. And then we hit 900. And then in 3 days?
3 days.
In 3 days, we went up over 1,000. We had a ton of awesome channels, did live streams for us. They shared us out a bunch. And it was really exciting to have a huge jump like that and finally get up to 1,000. And we already had our watch hour, so as soon as we hit the 1,000, we applied for monetization and we were there.
That's awesome. I think my 1,000 will come before my watch hours, just because I've been slacking on the uploads and the live streams lately. So I still got a ways to go on the watch hours, getting closer and closer on the subscribers, but I've been fairly supportive to everybody and trying to help people grow in my channel. So I'm sure in my live stream. So I'm sure I'll get some of that, love back to me when I get closer and closer to 1,000. Maybe some people will help me make that push. But I'm in no rush. I'm just excited to see myself, keep growing at a steady rate and everything. So thank you everyone who's supported me in Hookset so far. I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah. So do you know about where you're at for watch hours?
I am only I'm a little under 2,200, so just over halfway.
Okay.
So I've got a ways to go.
Yep.
Definitely got a ways to go there.
Yeah.
Big Daddy said, what's the biggest sunfish that I've caught? I actually live in Missouri, and we have had some good record sunfish, but it's not like Georgia, Florida, Texas, like all these warm places where you can just catch monster ones all the time. My biggest is probably just over a pound. As far as a hybrid shellcracker bluegill or just a shellcracker. And then as far as straight bluegill, probably about 12 ounces, just under a pound. So I haven't caught any monsters, honestly.
Gotcha. Well, if you ever make it up to Minnesota, we'll put you on some monsters.
For sure. That'd be awesome. Really, you guys want to know the secret. You call yourself Sunfish King. It doesn't mean you catch giant sunfish. It means when you catch a bunch of tiny fish, you can say that you meant to do it and it wasn't on accident because you're the Sunfish King. That's kind of
there you go.
The reason that it's kind of more of a smart move.
There you go. That's awesome. So
inches? Oh, I haven't measured in inches on my sunfish. We do pounds in Missouri. We don't do inches for anything.
Yeah,
maybe walleye. Walleye we do inches. That's about it.
Yeah. So growing up, we've always gone by length in Minnesota, and I never really knew that other people went by weight until I got on YouTube, and everybody's always weighing their fish. They got scales. I've never owned a fish scale before. And when people up here ask about, oh, how big were you getting them? It's always in inches. Nobody ever talks about weight. So yeah, but I'm gonna have to get a scale so I can start comparing with other YouTubers from around the country.
I'm the opposite. I'm gonna have to start bringing like my mystery tackle box with a little measuring board, or like getting a ruler or something, or some tape out there, and start measuring my fish, because people always talk about, oh, I caught a 20-inch bass. I'm like, you want me to be honest? I don't know what that is in weight, because I do everything by weight. But then when I did my tournament, I did length, because it's harder for people to be dishonest putting something on a tape than it is taking a picture of a scale or something like that. I did do length for that. But I do. It's just weird. I don't know if that's like different regions, people do it differently, or what that is. But like bass,
I think part of it is because we have slot limits up here.
Yep.
So you can only keep fish a certain length. So everybody's always carrying around a ruler or a bump board or whatever it is to measure fish. So it's not as popular to carry around a scale. Now, like our bass fishermen up here, they usually all have scales. But other than that, you don't really see people weighing fish really.
Yeah, and I think it has to do with species as well, because I know when people say what their personal best bass is, it's almost always in weight. But when people will say it for a pike or a walleye, or especially a trout, because there's not a real good way to weigh a trout that's not going to hurt the trout's mouth or something like that. People tend to, and there are fish you want to get back really quick if you're not keeping them. So people, it seems like they usually take a measurement and get the fish back in. So it might be a species thing, and then also it might be a regional thing as well, as far as slot limits and everything. I know bass have to be 15 inches to keep in most places around here, and some of our waterways have crappie length limits, but for the most part, people aren't really keeping bass, especially in Missouri. It's kind of a taboo thing to keep a bass unless it's a private pond. People like attack you if you keep a bass. It's kind of crazy.
I've seen people up here on the social media pages. They'll keep bass, and next thing you know, they're getting death threats and stuff. And it's just like, come on, guys, let's ease up a little bit. It's just the fish here.
I know. Back in the day, I feel like a lot more people fished for food, and now it's more for sport. Like the biggest bass ever was named George something in Alabama, I believe it was. He caught like a 22-pound bass, like the world record largemouth. He took that thing home and ate it. He was fishing for food.
Oh man, I bet that thing tasted like straight mud.
I bet it tasted terrible.
Yeah.
I bet it did.
Yeah. So, how are we doing on time on?
It's almost 9:45.
Almost 9:45. Gotcha. Anybody in the chat have any questions?
Yeah, Big Daddy says, what does a 10-inch sunfish weigh?
What does a 10-inch sunfish weigh? It would kind of depend on what time of the year you caught it. I don't have a good answer for that.
You know
probably
who that
species as well. I'd say between a pound or two, probably.
Yeah, I know. I've caught them 12 inches, and those weighed like 2.1 or 2.2.
Nice.
So I would guess a 10-inch would probably be like a pound and a half, maybe.
Yep, I think it'd be between a pound or 2 pounds, depending on how fat it was, how well it was eating, and everything like that. Because you catch sunfish that are real skinny, and sometimes you catch these ones that are just like super wide. So that makes it.
Yeah. If it was around the spawn, but we're like right before they were going to spawn, they'd weigh a lot more than if you caught them like in the late fall or even winter time. But yeah, they would be. I would assume they'd be around a pound and a half, probably. So,
what's up? Anybody in the chat that I missed? Mike Turner,
Mike Turner,
America Outdoors. There's a few people that I didn't say what's up to. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate that. Make sure to like this video if you haven't yet.
Yeah, and definitely go over and check out Sunfish King if you would. He's getting up close to 900 subscribers, and hopefully going to hit 1,000 before too long.
Yeah, hopefully before the end of the year. That's my goal. It'll probably come a little before that, honestly, is my prediction.
Yep.
But
And
probably
too,
be sometime next year before I hit 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah. Yep. And if you got free time or an extra device, play some of his playlists. Let them play and get them a couple of watch hours.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Just when you're sitting there on your computer, just doing homework or whatever, just play me in the background.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see.
Yep, for sure.
Off the Hook said, King, are you still fishing? I'm never not fishing. I fish all year round.
Yep.
And then Hobbs told me to come to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Still a sore subject, Hobbs. My trip to Tennessee got canceled the last 2 years in a row over the summer. So, just pandemic type stuff.
Yep. Yeah, that screws up
But
a lot.
I'll try, Hobbs. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of people checking out now, heading to bed.
Bunch of people headed out. Well, we appreciate everybody who came in and hung out with us tonight. Who's checking out?
A bunch of people.
Says Texas Tiger or TX Tiger said night all, so later Tiger.
Yeah, see you later, Tiger.
Anyone else who's leaving?
Big Daddy's headed out.
Dixie's heading out. Big Daddy.
Good night, Dixie.
Can't hang. Some people can't hang. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, and
we'll just assume those are the people on the East Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's getting late on the East Coast, that's for sure. So, but yeah, we're gonna probably go till 10 o'clock, and what time do we got right now?
9:47.
9:47. So yeah, we'll go for 10, 12 more minutes or whatever it is. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, we'd love to hear them. And Sunfish King, if you got anything you'd like to talk about, more than welcome to bring anything up.
So as far as your guys' channel, you guys got anything coming up? You said you're looking forward to doing some hunting, and I guess ice fishing's probably coming up for you guys fairly soon, I guess.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, so we are about a week and a half away from rifle and shotgun opener for deer hunting up here. Hoping to this weekend do some waterfowl hunting. What else do we got coming up?
Mostly just hunting until we start getting ice.
Yeah, we should. Hopefully we'll have ice up here by Thanksgiving. Because I would really like to start hitting the ice fishing hard. Gonna do our best to try and film hopefully 2 to 3 videos a week during ice fishing season. I saw your eyes get big.
Yeah, I'm still super jealous. Still super jealous of your guys' ice castle. Is that what you call it?
Yeah. Yep. That's the brand of it. Yep. That's so awesome. Yeah, if you're gonna have to come up here and come spend the night out on the ice sometime and catch some walleye, perch, pike.
I'd be honored to.
It's a blast.
I'll bring the pizza rolls.
There you go.
We got an oven.
Yep. Put an oven in there, and put the underwater camera on the 42-inch TV and get to see what's swimming down at the bottom. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. That's like a video game, just fishing for those fish, trying to get a bite. You can see them staring at your bait.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's like using a Vexlar too, but a lot of people probably don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It always surprises me when I see people ice fishing with a camera and they're like twitching their bait and they can actually see the fish looking at it. Just how many fish are sitting there staring at their bait, not going for it.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like literally 25 perch sitting there staring at a little jig or a little mealworm, waxworm, whatever it is, before one finally decides to take a bite. Like they're just staring. Like, you go for it. No, you go for it.
Yeah.
So one of them is dumb enough to come and grab it.
Yeah, but the perch around here, they're all dumb enough to grab it.
Yeah, the perch are usually really aggressive.
I've never caught a perch. I'd love to. Like, being someone who loves pan fishing, I've never caught a perch. We don't really have them out here where I'm at, like yellow perch or anything.
Yep.
They're not really in this area. So
yeah, they're really good eating.
Yeah.
I bet.
But you have to get into a good school of them, because if you're just trying to catch walleyes and a bunch of 4 or 5 inch perch are biting, those aren't any fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're bait stealers, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's nice when you can get into the 10 to 14 inch perch.
That's a good sized perch for sure.
Even nines are good.
Yeah.
Is it like crappie fishing where like you catch one, there's normally other ones nearby? They usually travel in
Oh,
groups.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
even more so than crappies, I would say. They're
Wow.
If you find perch, you usually will really hammer them. So, yeah, and usually wherever the perch are, there's walleyes around too. So you always have a chance at catching walleyes. And then the pike like to feed on the perch, so they're always swimming around too.
What rods do you guys use for walleye? I know that they have to be fairly sensitive on the tip, because walleye, even big ones, will just kiss that bait, it feels like. Like when I was catching walleyes a few weeks ago.
Are you talking for
you barely
like
feel that.
open water or ice fishing?
I guess open water, because I'm more familiar with it.
Yeah. So I typically use a 7-foot medium with a fast action. So, and that seems to handle the walleyes pretty decent.
Yeah, because they remind me of Lakers the way they bite. It's just a tiny little tap, or sometimes not even a tap. It's like if you're jigging and you raise it up and you notice that rod tip doesn't snap up, it's still bent down a little bit. It's like, oh, I set the hook, something's on there.
It's dead weight. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and we were able to get out on Lake Superior and do some jig fishing for lake trout this summer. And we used our walleye gear for jigging lake trout. We were probably a little bit undersized on our gear for the size of lake trout we were catching, but it made it really fun.
Yeah, on my guided trip in Colorado for lake trout, I was using a walleye rod, but I didn't catch anything over 2.5, 3 pounds. I didn't catch any monster lakers, which I was hoping to, obviously. I know you guys have got some nice lake trout.
Yeah. We got one that was a little over 20 pounds, and quite a few of them that were probably in that 8 to 12 pound range.
Those are good fish. They look like they fight so hard too. Those rods look like they're just gonna snap in half, like they're bent into a circle when you're fighting.
Yeah.
When you first hook them, they do not want to come off bottom. And if you can get them pulled 5-10 feet up off bottom, then they start to come a little easier until they see the boat, and then they try and head straight back down to the bottom again.
Yeah.
Or they'll give you just a little bit of slack so you think they got off, and then all of a sudden they just pull again.
Yeah. So next year we're definitely going to get back out lake trout fishing a bunch.
Yeah, I lake trout fishing.
Yeah, you guys should definitely bring the cameras along with you when you do that. I love watching your guys' lake trout stuff.
Yeah, and we just picked up a bunch more GoPros, so we're ready to get a bunch of different angles for our upcoming videos.
What GoPros do you guys use?
We have
8s, 9s.
We have
Sevens?
all Hero 7s.
Okay.
Yep.
Do those have the overheating problem? Because the Hero 9s overheat. That's what I use. They overheat in like 5 minutes on a sunny day, even if it's not that hot. And I looked it up online. That's like super common.
I've never had a problem with them overheating.
Wow.
It being too cold has been an issue for us.
Yeah, sometimes if it's really cold, it'll suck the battery dead like almost instantly. But yeah, otherwise we haven't had too many issues for them.
I've had some good days fishing where I give up on recording because they'll literally say this device is too hot, allow it to cool, and it gets hot, and then you switch batteries because the battery's hot. 5 minutes later, it says it again. And I've had it happen on 70-degree days where it's not super hot, it's just sunny, and it's right on that. And so you can make them last longer by opening that battery hatch to kind of air out the battery because that's what gets hot first. But I made a mistake one time and tried to get underwater footage while my hatch was open, and I pretty much almost ruined a GoPro. I thought it was done.
Yeah. Now I have heard a lot of people will actually take their battery out of their GoPro and they'll plug it into like a portable power bank, and they don't have as many issues with them overheating that way.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah.
I've seen somebody they wore their hat backwards and they clicked the. Actually, no, I guess they would have had their hat forwards. I don't know how it all worked, but they had their GoPro and it was ran down with a cord plugged into a portable power pack, and they never had to switch batteries like all day. They just ran off that one with portable power packs. I was like, that's a good idea.
Yep, I just
so
ordered
12 batteries.
I ordered a few power packs, and that's how we're gonna run our GoPros most of the time now.
Smart.
Yeah, and we got a remote for them now too, so that's gonna be really handy. Just having to hit one button, and they'll all start to record at the same time.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be really handy.
I wish I thought about the portable power pack thing before I went and bought 12 GoPro batteries, because I went kind of crazy there for a while. I'd run out. I'd be out on like a good day fishing, and I'm out there all day, and I'd run out completely of batteries, and I'm like, oh crap, I guess I'm done recording. But I don't know why. I've hooked up my phone to portable power packs during live streams when I'm using my phone. I don't know why I never thought to do that with the GoPro. Just slipped my mind, I guess.
Yeah, I had never thought of it either, and then we do a lot of filming and stuff with Cody from After 5 Outdoors, and he's always using the portable power banks, and I was just like, man, we got to start doing that.
Yep. Pro tip for everyone in chat, if you haven't thought about that, use the portable power packs for the GoPros.
Yep, for sure.
Off the hook, I have not used the GoPro 10, but I've heard that there's not much different about it than the GoPro 9, and then I've heard it still has the overheating issues. So
yeah, the GoPro 10 has the front screen, so you can see.
So does the 9. The 9 does too.
Oh, the 9 has the screen where you can see what you're filming?
Yeah, I literally just yesterday put mine back downstairs so it's not up here. But yeah, like when I'm recording myself in my videos, I just have it running on all the time, which kills battery faster, but I can see myself in it.
Oh, okay.
It's got the front and the back screen. There's not a whole lot of difference between the 9 and the 10. And the 9 can do 5K, just like the 10 can. So I'm not sure what the main difference is between the two. I'm not sure what the upgrade is.
Gotcha.
I think earlier Al was in here and he said that he has the new GoPro, and he says it sucks. It overheats all the time.
Huh.
I can relate. The 9 does too.
Yeah.
There's a brand, I can't remember what brand it is, that just came out with an action camera. And I was just reading an article where it said it makes the GoPro look like a useless hunk of plastic or something like that. It's like, it's smaller than the GoPro. And it's got like almost the whole thing is a screen rather than having extra material outside. And I cannot remember what the brand is, and I don't know what the price point was on it. But people were raving about this thing, saying it was a lot better than the GoPro in all these different ways. So I was thinking about that, but I was like, I have 3 GoPros, and they're, $400 or $500 cameras. I can't really afford to just start using something else and say forget the GoPro or even buy them in the first place.
Exactly. And you got 12 batteries and you got the chargers, and it just makes it more complicated to throw a new system in.
Right. And I know how to use the GoPros now because I've been using them for a while. So I'm just going to stick with those, I guess. I was blessed to get that third one, even though I almost never use it. I bought 2 GoPros, and GoPro screwed up and sent me a third one without me even ordering it. And I just never said anything to them. I left it in the package in case they were like, yo, we messed up. They never said anything. So I got a free GoPro and a GoPro water bottle in the mail. And I still don't know. I don't know what their mistake was, but I was like, you guys just made a $450, $500 mistake.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. So, what time do we got, hon?
10.
10 o'clock. Awesome. Well, yeah, we're gonna probably wrap things up here. Rachel's got to work early in the morning, but we appreciate you coming on here and hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. We've been trying to work this out for a while. I feel like we all got busy schedules, so I'm glad we actually made it happen. And I'm grateful for you guys for bringing me on here, and everyone in the chat. Thanks for coming in. It's always a lot of fun. I love live streaming, talking fishing, talking outdoors, all of it. So
For sure.
It was fun.
For sure, and I hope you grew your channel some tonight, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you at 900 here soon.
Hopefully. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So, when is your next live stream?
I will try to do one. I'm not making any promises right now, but I'm gonna try to do one next Tuesday. My goal was to start doing a weekly one and fit it into my schedule. Yep. But with all my responsibilities with grad school, and then also my work, which I'm working at the school for an assistantship, just always things come up. And so this Tuesday I had a second to actually breathe, and I was like, you know what, instead of live stream, I ended up playing Xbox with my girlfriend and just talking on the headset and just hanging out. I was like, I'm gonna make some time for myself. Not that I don't consider live streams time for myself, but I was just like, I don't get to. She lives 2.5 hours away, so I was like, let's make that happen. But I'm gonna try to start doing weekly live streams on maybe Tuesday. Maybe I can bring back multi-species weekly. That was a lot of fun. Different topic every week.
Yep,
whatever.
For sure.
So I'll try to do one next week. I'll probably work one in next week, maybe Tuesday or so.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll be watching for it.
Yeah, hope to see you. Hope to see everyone in the chat there. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll just come in, hang out, talk fishing.
There we go. So, all righty, guys. Well, we appreciate everyone who came in tonight. We will hopefully be live again next Thursday, same time. We'll be getting packed up, headed to deer camp on a week from tomorrow. So maybe we'll be doing some talking about deer hunting next week. So, but appreciate you all. Hope to see you next Thursday. Everyone have a great night, and we will talk to you later.